Respected student, we are studying the science paper number 1, topic number 4, effect of electric current. So we are already studied the concept of the electric current. So this topic involves the concept of electricity or properties of electricity and magnetism, and in a previous year we are already come across this topic, that is nothing but the current electricity. Similar way or similar fashion, the effect of electric current, that is the advanced version of the current electricity. Last year we are studied the various types of electrical devices, or we are already studied the concept of the resistance, or that is the property, or we are also studied the concept of electric current. So what is meant by electric current? Before starting this topic, we are recall these terminologies. First, that is nothing but the electric current, or after that we are studied the property of the resistance. Now first the electric current. So what is meant by electric current? So we are know about current. Simply we can say the current, or we can say the property of the electric current, that is the similar way or similar property in the electrical circuit. So electric current, that is nothing but it is the rate of charge. So that is nothing but it is the rate of charge flowing through electric circuit or electric conductor. So we know the property of the conductor. Conductor is, that is nothing but it is the conducts, or it allows to flow the electrical charges from one point to another point, or one terminal to another terminal. So this electric current, that is nothing but it is the rate of charge flowing through electric conductor, or we can say the rate of flow of charge per unit time, or simply we can say the charge, or we can say the number of charges, yes, flowing through a conductor per unit time. So that is the property. So that is the property of the electric current. We know that the symbol for electric current, so that is nothing but the symbol for current, so that is nothing but it is the I. And according to definition of electric current, we know that I equal to Q upon time. So where we can say Q is the electric charge and T is the time required to flow the charge Q from one terminal to another terminal. So that is the property of the electric current, or that is nothing but that is the definition of electric current. So we can say, so here I equal to Q upon T. That is the property of electric current, or that is the definition or formula for the electric current. So here we can say, now SI unit of current, SI unit of electric current, SI unit of electric current, we know that the SI unit of charge, so that is nothing but that is the coulomb, and time is measured in second. But we have the standard unit, and this unit, that is nothing but the SI unit So that will be equal to 1 ampere. We can say here 1 ampere is equal to, we can say 1 coulomb per 1 second. Okay, so that is the property of the electric current. Now we are also come across the another property, or simply we can say SI unit of electric current so that is nothing but the ampere, and we can say 1 ampere equal to 1 coulomb upon 1 second. So that is the unit of single charge when flowing from one terminal to another terminal. So when large number of charges, when a group of charges or group of charges flowing from one terminal to another terminal per unit time or per unit required time, so that ratio equal to the electric current. We know that property in 9th standard. We are also know the property of resistance. So what is mean by resistance? If we apply some force on another boy or another our friend, so that friend also opposes us, it react with us, so that force which is opposite to the another, that is nothing but it is the resistance. Also one more example, if we are suffered from one disease, so the immunity which is produced in our body, that resists the pathogens coming or pathogens which are entering in our body. So this property is the resistance. Similarly, in case of electrical circuit, so that property is given, that is nothing but it is the resistance. So we are, what is that? The resistance is property which opposes electric current. So that is called as a resistance. SI unit of resistance. SI unit of resistance. So that is nothing but it is ohm. So ohm, that is nothing but it is the name invented on the prefer of the scientist, that is nothing but it is the George Simon Ohm. So for that is the symbol which are invented by that George Simon Ohm. So here we are SI unit of resistance, symbolically we can say that is nothing but it is the Ohm. It is the Greek symbol Ohm. So here we say the SI unit of resistance, that is nothing but it is Ohm, and the device which, yes, the device which produce this property of resistance, this property of resistance, that is called as a resistors. Okay, so these are the nothing but these are the resistors. So these are the electrical device which shows the property to produce the resistance, which shows the property of resistance, that is nothing but it is the resistance. So that is the basic concept of our basic idea about the electrical circuit. Now we know the concept of the Ohm's law. Now we are come across Ohm's law. So according to Ohm's law, we know that Ohm's law is the basic law which gives the inventions for the next invention for the electrical concept or electrical circuits. So that is the good relation between the current and the voltage, or current and the resistance. So the Ohm's law states that, what is that? So when the physical state of conductor What is that? The physical state of conductor remains constant. So physical state of conductor remains same. So what is meant by physical states? So what is the physical state? So physical state, that is nothing but the, what is that? It is the physical state corresponds to temperature or pressure or so volume. So these are the physical conditions. So these physical conditions when remains constant. So pressure does not changes, temperature does not changes. Practically it is impossible, because practically for every second the temperature raises by 0.1 degree or 0.2 degree or 1 degree, whatever that. It is practically not possible. But if physical state of the conductor remains constant, then what is that? The potential difference, that is we can say volt, that is the unit of potential difference. The potential difference across conductor remains constant, or across conductor is directly proportional to current flowing through it. Current flowing through it. So according to Ohm's law, we can say that, or mathematically we can say that, so V is the potential difference, then here is the I, so that is the current flowing through conductor. So dear friends, V is the potential difference, I is the current. So according to Ohm's law we can say, or by Ohm's law we can say, so here V is directly proportional to the current I. V is directly proportional to the current I. So we can say here mathematically V equal to some constant into I, or here V equal to, that constant is introduced, that is nothing but the R. R stands for the resistance, I is the current, and V is the potential difference. So relation between potential difference and electric current, that is given by that constant R. So V equal to R into I, or we can say V equal to I into R. So here we can say R equal to V upon I. So here R, that is called as a resistance of that material. So material, that is nothing but it is the conductor. Okay, so it is the resistance of material, conductor, insulator or semiconductor, whatever, that material. Okay, so R is the resistance, it is different for the different material. So value of resistance is different. If the value of resistance is high, then the material is called as a insulator. If the value of resistance is intermediate, or that is the in between insulator and conductor, so that is called as a semiconductor. And if the value of resistance is low, so it is the good conductor. Metals are good conductor because it has the low resistance value. Okay, so that is the relation between the Ohm's law. We already know that. Now we have to come across the point in this topic, which are the points which are involved in the chapter, this chapter, effect of electric current. So we have two points which are highlighted in this topic. So these are the points which are discussed in the standard 9. Now we are introduced the actual point which are to taught in this standard 10th. So point, what is that? That is nothing but it is the first point, that is the energy transfer in electric circuit. Energy transfer in the electric circuit. Also, we are studying the heating effect of electric current, or heating effect of electric current in the electrical circuit. Or third point, that is nothing but the effect of electric current, that is nothing but the magnetic effect. Electric effect, that when present in the electrical circuit, there also another effect that is called as a magnetic effect in electric circuit, that is also present in that circuit. So here, magnetic effects of electric current, we have to study that points, how the electric current that affects the magnetic field or magnetic property of that conductor. So that will be introduced in this point. Now, so we are already studied in the earlier standard the various types of electrical devices. We know that the electrical devices, so various types of electrical devices which are, we are familiar with that electrical devices in our home. So what is that? One is the fan, TV, also refrigerator, or we are also introduced so many types such as mixer, washing machine, so many electrical devices which are present in our house. So that is the property or various types of electrical devices. Now we have performed the various types of the properties of static electricity. So what is mean by static electricity? So that is also a definition of static electricity. So electricity which is present temporarily, तात्पुरत्या स्वरूपामध्ये असणारी electricity. So electricity which is present temporarily in that electrical device, that is called as a static electricity. After elapsation of some time, or when the time passes, so this property vanishes. So that is nothing but the static electricity. Or we are also the electricity produced due to the stable charge. So that is also called as a static electricity, or in short we can say electrostatic. Electro means electrical charge, static means temporarily. So electrical charge which is present temporarily, so that is static electricity. One more definition, electrodynamics. So electricity which is produced due to the moving charge, that is called as electrodynamics. And electrodynamics, that property belongs to the electrical current. Okay, so electrodynamics, that is the field that deals with the study of moving charges, study of electric current, study of potential difference. So that property which are involved in the electrodynamics branch. Okay, so here we are studied the static electricity. We are performed various types of the experiments in case of static electricity. We are also performed the negatively charged, positively charged object, or how the transfer of positive charge or negative charge which are inter-transferred from one body to another body. So that is the property we are studied. Also we can study the transfer of negative charge particles from the one object to the another object. So we are also studied the property of the electric current. Also, and now in this topic we are studying the property of current flowing through the conducting wire. Also we are studied an electric current flowing through the resistors, or electromagnetic induction, or property of the electromagnetic inductions, that is nothing but the Faraday's law, Lenz's law. Also electrical motor, electrical generator, AC generator, DC generator, AC motor, DC motor. So that are the properties we are, or that is the concept we have to come across in standard 10th. Now we have start the energy transfer in the electrical circuit. So next point, that is nothing but the energy transfer in electrical circuit. Energy transfer in electric circuit. How the energy is transferred from one terminal to another terminal? We have to come across that point. Now, we have to do the simple experiment where concept, or here we have to study the various types of material. We are already studied that material. So here is the connecting wires. So that used for our experiment. Some we can take the electrical cell, also electrical resistance, or we can say the resistor, also voltmeter and ammeter, etc. So these are the components, or these are the materials. So we have to design the electrical circuit such that the transfer of energy from one point to another terminal or another point, that is occurred. So here, suppose, or we can draw the electrical circuit which consists. So consider the circuit. So here we can say the battery. Here is the battery with terminal plus and minus. If we connect, here is the plug key or key, we can say the key point is present here. That means circuit is in on condition. Also consider a material whose resistance, we have to measure that resistance. So we connect the resistor across the terminal A and B, and that is when connected across ammeter A, so that is also connected plus minus. Here is the circuit is on, because we know that circuit जे आहे ते ऑन कंडिशन मध्ये, आणि ऑन मध्ये दाखवताना आपण इथं एरो दाखवतो. We can show the arrow I. So also we can say denote the positive charge and negative charge, positive charge and negative charge. So that is also shown. That is, we can say that the electrical circuit in on condition. Now we have to measure the potential across terminal A and B. So we have to measure that terminal with help of our voltmeter. So when the voltmeter is connected, when the voltmeter, so device which is used for measuring the potential difference between this terminal A and B, and that is denoted by the potential across AB, terminal AB, and here we can show the symbol R. R stand for resistor. So that is the property. Now suppose that if the charge is flowing through this circuit, we can show with help of these arrows. Okay, so here the current is flowing through this circuit, charge is flowing through this circuit. When the charge is flowing from the terminal A to B across the resistor,